All right, recording. Good morning, Andre. How you doing? Tony, how you doing? How's everything? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me. Yo, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? No good, Tony. Great. Good to have you here, guys. So let's see what the heck is going to do the price today. I think we have another chance. I think this is the chance to buy again. It's been kind of stubborn since this morning. All setups I've been getting are being buys. But to be honest, probably here we had a sell, but something I was not paying attention to. But because we did form another S&T here recently during New York section, I think we're gonna bounce back up. That's the one that's gonna tell us right here that we're gonna displace up. I could be wrong, but hey, I mean we have this block right here for sales, right? After this manipulation, this is pretty damn active. So the market could go into this breaker and probably this fair value gap right here, and it could sell off because we have so close this lows. We may go for that, you know. We're ranging. We're in a ranging market right now, and the market can go anywhere. It can definitely still go here, or maybe don't go yet. What it's going to do? It's going to push up to take this, this recent highs overnight. This accumulation during London, right? Asian session may go for some of these highs, probably to this one, at least that one. That's what I'm thinking. So, bro, let's see. I think it's the opportunity. Probably it's even gone. I don't know, but let's see what's going to happen anyways once the stock exchange open. Let's see if it's going to try to go. We're currently tapping now right here, the breaker block. Normally the breaker block will probably be marking it up right here, this one, I think. But in conclusion, like in theory, this is the whole zone, right? After this big displacement, let's see if it's gonna. The only thing is that of course we're manipulating an external. S&P manipulated also external. And we were forming S&T. So we might go up. There's a big fight. There's a big argument right now between buyers and sellers. Again, who is going to dominate? Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. And here you see price is now tapping that breaker. We have buy side liquidity being taken now. If we displace lower, if we show all of a sudden a change in the state of delivery right here, we might go lower. It's just an idea, all right? That this is for the eyes. We're gonna leave this as the breaker. We're tapping that breaker at the moment. That whole zone, that whole swing move, okay? If I refine a little bit, the breaker, it's actually somewhere here. The refinement of the breaker. Now we're taking this high. Look at the gap right now. It's starting to see probably manipulation. Probably it's going to start displacing lower. It's not 930, it's 925. So for some reason we had a volume imbalance. We formed a volume imbalance in there. Yeah, you're saying 15 minute. Yep, that 15 minute. We're also tapping that. That could be the higher time frame PDR rate. We're also, after the break, we have this weekly opening gap. So yep, it's a good reason probably to sell. Let's see who's going to dominate. I think sales have a very good chance right here. You see, we already tapping the breaker, we tapping the fair value gap. So we might actually have the sales in there. But the conditions are sort of choppy, so we can literally go anywhere. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a clear bias right now. I don't have it. I really don't have it. It can go anywhere. It looks good for both bias. It looks good for sales and it's looking good for buys. Right now, the one thing I know for sure is that I try to buy 3 times, and all of them here come to pretty much a break even. So probably that's a sign. Maybe we're not going to buy today. We're going to end up failing. So probably sales is what it's. So right here, seeing the change in the state of delivery. Should we try a sell instead? Should we try a sell? Should we try it? Placing the stop loss here. Targeting this relative lows. That's probably an idea. I'm not going to lie, it is a good potential sell. And eventually probably targeting the relative lows, but what do you guys think? Should we take a shot on sells? Or do you think that once the stock exchange opens, we're actually going to push up? What do you guys think? I want to wait for the New York, but once it opens, we might actually move right away. Like it could be gone. The move might be gone. It could happen very quick, very fast. So if we either buy or sell here, it's going to be a big, quick move. We're pulling back to tap the order block. It's playing around that volume imbalance. And we also have this breaker right here. So you see, right now we're in the middle of this 5. So I think I'm gonna pass. To be honest, I think I'm gonna wait. It's just too much right now. A price can go anywhere. Price can really go in, and I don't have any clear bias in. I don't want my head to explode, so I'm just gonna probably be patient and see what the heck is gonna happen. Because this price is possible to come here, tap this breaker, the fair value gap, this nice unicorn, and push up. Or from here, we're already tapping that 15-minute higher time frame fair value gap. What is it that I've tried so far right now? I've been trying to buy, and the buys have not been playing out. So let's see if we're going to have sales then. It's 9:29, 25 seconds for the stock exchange to open. See, I'm glad I'm not getting into the sale yet. Price pushing up. Probably it's going to manipulate one more high, or it's going to end up tapping into the 5-minute fair value gap. Or if you see, we also tap into this 5-minute one, and we rejected it already. So let's see, I mean, it's got to go somewhere. I have no position right now. I'm just waiting. And I think it might we just tap into this 5-minute. There's actually a 5-minute fair value gap here. We're going into the breaker. Let's see if it's gonna be the draw on liquidity, or we're gonna reject it at some point right here. Starting to see rejection. Look at the week. There we go. Let's see if that's going to be the displacement. Probably we're going to go lower. So 1 minute close below. Look at that. Changes the state of delivery. If we're gonna go sell, probably taking the sell here. Stop loss above. See, I think that's where it's gonna go. Yeah. But we're tapping now this breaker. S&P 500 trying to displace lower. If it comes lower one more time and forms SMT right here with Nasdaq, it's gonna be freaking interesting right now. But I think we're dominating the higher time frame 15-minute right here. Is gonna sell off. Let me know if you guys are selling already. I'm kind of waiting. Maybe this could be gone for me today. I just want to see, man, because I'm seeing so many things right now that let's see if we get price to come back up here and tap the breaker. This breaker right here. Your Nasdaq 100 frozen? Your broker? Shit. It happens. It happens to me sometimes. It does happen to me. Look at that. I mean, hey, come on. What do you think is going to go now? We're respecting this. We haven't closed below this breaker. So are we going to go up now? See what I mean? Like this is insane right now. It is crazy. I'm not going to lie. I was tempted to get in on sales. I have no positions. I'm just waiting. I want to see what everything is good. The two positions are good. I'll be buying from here, placing the stop loss here. If I'll be selling in this breaker, placing the stop loss here. So we're in a fight right now. We're in a fight. There's a lot. You have no idea. We're not the only ones right now trading ICT. There are thousands of traders. So there's a lot of beginners and a lot of people trying to buy and sell in this year. There's a lot of people trying to see sales, right? Trying to target probably this relative equal lows. There are others based on the SMT right here and this displacement trying to go long. See, buyers dominating right now. So now we're getting that change in the state of delivery here to the upside. I'm gonna remove here. I'm gonna try to remove that breaker at the moment. I want to see if buyers are still gonna get in control or we're just gonna seek and destroy. We're gonna chop today. See, at this point, we're tapping this block. So if we close above this high, we have a propulsion block. So I may actually try to go in that propulsion block if we close above. At least that's a better confirmation right now. If we do close above, I'm taking a buy. I'm taking a shot. And just want to see. It's still challenging, you know? This is still kind of difficult to trust. But because I have a propulsion block, at least I have a propulsion block. If this is a loss, I mean, what the heck? Today is a loss. But I'm going to target this high on the first position. Hold on. Oh. So, all right, this is the entry, stop loss below. Targeting at least this high, 1, 2, right there. Again, look at why am I getting in here? Because I'm getting at least an extra confirmation. This could still fail. Hell yes, it could totally still fail. But I'm getting S&P at the bottom, S&P big one right here. Price, again, we had a change in the state of delivery right here. Big displacement with a fair value gap. You see the market respected the unicorn, right? We broke above, change in the state of delivery or order block, right? After that order block got topped, close above, that's a propulsion block. So I'm taking the shot with that propulsion block. We should not, we should definitely be displacing now. It should not play around too much. In this propulsion block, if price really wants to go up, it should not fuck around too much here. If it stays too much, we're dead. And anyways, I'll take that as the loss. So tapping the propulsion block. Let me take a screenshot. Always take screenshots of your trades, guys. Don't forget that. You wanna remember what the heck are you doing? What the hell you did today? If you did it wrong, you did it right. Okay. So again, you see, that's what we want to see. Normally, propulsion blocks are very sensitive. They should tap and go. If they fuck around, as I mentioned, if they play around too much here, bad news. We're dead. So far, we should continue displacing here. I might actually put my stops once we break that high. I might actually put it a break even. And because the interest is small. Let's see. I don't like that Nasdaq already swept this high. S&P has not taken this high. I don't like that. But at this point, to be honest, I'm confident that we should at least take this high, to be honest. We should at least take that high. So I'm gonna make sure that I take partials in there and I put my stops to break even. If it returns back down, let it be. Let me see what I'm seeing in higher time frames. So I just want to feel confident on this one. So 5 minute, We respected this 5-minute, by the way. Nice rejection. We're starting to displace. Yeah, I'm very confident on getting this buy, at least for price to get there. From here, we could shift back down. And this is London. This accumulation is looking nice. But one thing I don't like is that we have SMT also at the top. We're starting to form SMT right there. And the stocks are not looking. Apple 1% down. Oh, forgot today. Reports. Today is what? Tuesday? No, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tesla. No, we don't have anything big today. And we should smash this soon. In the next few minutes. Less than 10 minutes, we should be taking that high. I'm pretty confident on that one. Check this. Close 50%. I'm with my steps to break even. Do whatever you want to do, brother. Nasdaq, thank you so much for your service. Let's go. We should displace back. Should go up quick. If this thing is going to reverse, guys, don't be greedy. Take your partials. Looking nice. So you see what I'm doing, guys? Execution. Execution and patience. I had no idea where price was going to go when we were right here. At this point, I was very, and again, this is my fourth shot today trying to buy. Getting break even. Right? Now, up until this point, when the price was right here at 930, I was ready to sell. I was literally ready to sell. I decided to wait and see what the heck is going to happen here because I was seeing a beautiful potential sell from here, but I was also seeing a beautiful potential buy. So I'm patient enough, just waiting for price to do its thing. Show what you want to do. Look at S&P. Yep, S&P is not taking. It's kind of slow right now. S&P hasn't even taken this high. Struggling. It's kind of slow. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if we retrace back down. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't let the market catch you surprise, right? I'm telling you, we are just sweeping that liquidity, right? So we could have a reversal. Heck yes. So the price is looking a little stupid and silly. So again, execution. Price, I noticed that we ended up respecting this one the most. We pushed up. When we close above here, we're seeing that this sales got disrespected. The people who were selling right here, once that candle closes above, I have my change in the state of delivery to the upside now. So I'm getting the confirmation, heck yes, that this played out beautifully. This unicorn, beautifully. I could have entered probably here. If I was probably on a 15-second time frame, I could have probably find a shift in the structure right here, right? Could have catch that buy. But no. Price pushes up, closes. I could have also entered here. I did not want it to. I waited for the price to pull back and form that propulsion plug. And I entered on that candle closing above, that confirmation. Let's go, boy. Come on. Beautiful. You see, patience, even though I took a couple bites right here, patience is freaking important. It's one of the most important things. We're tapping that weekly also. We might reverse from there, but because we are already so close, we're so close to this high that it should take it. Before even turning around and falling, it should take it. We're very close. But still, I don't control the markets. I don't, guys, I don't control them. I will take action based on what I see, right? At this point, I do believe we're gonna go for this high, at least. And I will call it a day. If you want to continue holding and say, probably gonna go to this double top. Yep. Why not? Probably not expecting much for today. You guys wonder what I listen every morning to relax myself when I'm trading? I listen to Mozart. It helps relaxation. And to be on a very relaxed mindset, I would say, very calm. I have no rush. I happen to find out that this music does relax. So we created another order block. We respected this fair value gap right here. Price is definitely still looking bullish. We're topping that, but you can even trail, by the way. You can even trail stops. You can put it probably below, maybe below this fair value gap. It should not. Like if you see the price comes back down and disrespect this fair value gap, it means that we're most likely going to shift. We're going to drop. So, you might actually trail the stops. Which is what I'm going to do a little bit now. There's not much. You see this profit, this entry was too small anyways today. Not Propulsion, this is Mothupi. Questions? If you have any questions, guys, do you understand why I took that buy, right? Is it understandable? Is it confusing? Again, don't be shy. Don't be scared to ask. Back to the fair value gap, as I'm saying, if we disrespect this, we're most likely gone. Probably gonna get to my break even. And that is fine. I understand we're tapping this weekly opening gap. Now you see that we did close below. So watch it, because now we have a potential change in the trend, right? We have a potential change in the state of delivery. And now this is becoming probably a breaker right here. So we might sell off. Do I want to hop in another position? Probably not. This is probably going to be my last one. I think I'm exhausted with this many entries today. I think it's too much. I think it's over trading. And I will walk away with this, with what I just did today. That's all. Yep, look at that. It's about to get me. To me, I think I overtrade. I follow my plan anyways, but whatever. If I get stopped out here, I think that's probably going to be it. Charlene. Danielle. Okay, so I'm gonna read the 2 questions right now. Danielle, first. Okay, so Danielle sent the message first. I saw the change state of delivery and fair value gap, but I have no idea what the proportion block was or what it means in price. I'll explain that one. Don't worry. I'll explain that one. Proportion blocks are always, by the way, I think I will send you a video. I'll send you a video and I'll make something right now. I'm just watching this. Hold on. You want to see if I'm going to get. If the price is going to get me out on break even already. So I can explain that. So regarding the proportion block, I'll explain that. Charlene, I have a question on Nasdaq 1, and the price did not take the previous low, but you drew the breaker. I had no idea we could do that. Is that due to S&P? Exactly, Charlene. Yes. Very good question. Thank you for asking that. And yes, that can happen, especially, right here. This is what you mean, right? I'll explain that. And that's because of the S&P. But because S&P 500 did sweep that low, Nasdaq did not. You can still have your breaker. It is a change in the state of delivery. Nasdaq in this particular case does not need to sweep this low because the manipulation happened on S&P. So I'll explain that. Let's go. Did I get stopped out on break even? No, almost. Holy shoot. All right, let's see if we're going to get that taken. Now let me explain the breaker. Explain here. Both questions, I love the questions right there from you guys. So when price is doing something like this, boom, changing the state of delivery, price stops the order block and breaks. When the price stops this order block and breaks the high, it creates a new block. This is a new order block, right? This is the first block, and this is the second block. So this block, it's usually known as the propulsion block. What is a propulsion block? There's a normal order block, and there is the propulsion block. So the propulsion block is created after tapping the first order block. The first order block right here, right? So I think I don't remember if I explained it yesterday, but when the price breaks right there, pulls back, taps the breaker, which is, we're having multiple things right here. We're having an order block, right, which is this move. This is the bullish order block. And we also have the breaker, which is this swing move right here. This is the breaker, right? Again, Nasdaq is trying to come back down. Shit. Very shitty right now. So anyways, that's the breaker, right? This is the breaker, and this is the order block, right? Clear that, right? So when the market taps, right, we're shifting the structure right here. We were bearish, sell side, and now we're shifting to bullish. When you have that change right here, change in the state of delivery, price pulls back, mitigates the first order block, which is this one. The creation of the first order block gets mitigated, boom, and pushes up. When it breaks this high, it will create another order block. So that second order block, that's known as the propulsion. And what's the point of this? Propulsion blocks are very sensitive. Normally, they're very sensitive, right? So that it means that you can, if you did not get in here, let's say you enter here, you place the stop loss here, right? You caught the first move, the first early move, right? So you enter here, you place the stop loss here, or below the breaker, whatever you want to do it, right? And then targeting here, let's say. So you enter here. But let's say you don't want to enter right here. You want to look for an extra confirmation. You're even more conservative. You want to see if this is actually not a little trap right there and it's gonna just fall back later, right? You want to look for that extra confirmation. Then wait for price to tap and create the propulsion block. So as soon as you get probably a bullish engulfing candle right there, a candle closing above this high, there you go. You have your propulsion block, which is what I did here. You see my entry, I did it based off of that. So basically, you see, I think I actually entered maybe a little bit too late because the first order block is actually this one. Now, this last move, which manipulated this low, right? Price breaks. This is the order block. This is the order block. And this is the breaker. You see it, right? I hope you all guys are seeing that. So this is the first order block. Price breaks. You see what it does here? It comes back and taps the order block. The first order block. Now, once the price taps that and now pushes up, breaks that high, this is actually the propulsion block. This is actually the propulsion block. I entered even later. I waited for price to tap that propulsion block and created another order block, which is I entered right here. I entered on the third order block, by the way. It's a little late, but who cares? You know, I'm following the trend. As long as the price keeps creating order blocks, I can hop in. I can hop in on those. But sometimes be careful because sometimes some of those order blocks are going to get, like this order block you see here, that guy ran through and now it's trying to push back up. So it get manipulated. So if you enter too late, sometimes you're going to get manipulated. So as long as you're here at the beginning, hope you guys understand. First order block gets broken, this one. This is the creation of the first order block. This is the first order block. Price taps and pushes up. Second order block. The second order block is the propulsion block. Anything else after that, they just keep being another order block. That's another order block, another order block, another order block, and so on. But the propulsion block is the second block. Does it make sense? Is it clear? Did I confuse you? I just want to make sure. You got it? All right. Good. I do have, actually, I think I have on, guys, if you have not seen the playlist, the entire playlist on the ICT, remember, you have access to the private playlist. If you have not seen it, I have a video based off propulsion blocks, I believe. And I'll send it to you anyways later, back on, okay? But that's basically what it is. Hope it makes sense. That's what I did. So we're very choppy right now. Starting to get very, very choppy. Hopefully we cannot go any lower than this because I'll get stopped out then on break even. I'll check that one again because I didn't see it and I don't remember. Yeah, it's actually on the playlist. I will look for the playlist now, and I'll tell you where what the video is about. Hold on. If I get it here. Hold on. Just looking for the playlist. Mm, hang on. Here we go. It's a little slow, but this is the playlist that you all have access to. So I think Propulsion blocks, you see, there's one specific video number 46, and you guys have access to this. So remember, watch all of them. I specify everything that I do, I specified in there. All right, rating A plus, B plus setups and all that stuff. ICT checklist. Make sure to watch all of this. If you don't understand properly a change in the state of delivery, watch those. That's part of the course. The unicorn, propulsion blocks, right? Meet that open. Make sure to check all of those videos out, guys. It's part of why you're here. You know, so make sure to check it out. Let's see what market is going to do now, because this is stupid, and it makes me want to just close the position, to be honest. But anyways, we got to trust in the price, whatever it's going to do. Let it be. Deal with it. If we get stopped out, if it gets us out and break even, we did the job. You took a buy on US 30? Oh, hold on. I got another question. I had another question. Okay, that was the propulsion block and the breaker. Okay. Now, Charlene, let's get back to here right quick. If we see right here, you see that right here. You see that S&P 500 ended up going lower, right? And then after that, next candle, boom, one candle pushing up, second candle pushing up right there. Both simultaneously, you see, simultaneously, we created that change in the state of delivery. Also right here, change in the state of delivery, right? We're pushing up. It's not necessary. What you want to see right here, and the pair that you really want to get in is actually Nasdaq. Right, Charlene? Because you know that Nasdaq is the strongest pair. S&P was the weakest pair. We failed. I mean, Nasdaq failed to create a low, a lower low, and S&P 500 did create that lower low. And we do have a change in the state of delivery. So in both, we can get in both. But which one is going to move faster to the target? Probably Nasdaq. Probably Nasdaq, because it's the strongest pair. So if you want to buy, you want to enter on the strongest pair. If you want to sell, you want to enter on the weakest pair, right? So in this case, what we want to do is we want to buy, right? We actually want to buy, and you see that we're having the scenario here. So Nasdaq doesn't necessarily have to sweep this low. You should not care about that. You actually should be ready to hop in. It doesn't matter, right? Because you're seeing the manipulation already happening on S&P. So don't get scared. It's actually a good potential scenario to hop in on Nasdaq. It's actually the best scenario to enter on Nasdaq than S&P, because S&P is the weaker pair. It's going to move slower. That's all. You know what I mean? So Yeah, it's so good, so good. There we go, smash. Boy, that is all. That's what I wanted. We follow the plan, stick to the plan. Let me take a screenshot, save it. This thing is gonna, I should have probably hold at 90%, 10%, right? I don't know if you guys are getting into that, but boy, that was beautiful. I'm happy with that. Um, all right. All right. So yeah, this is it for me. I'm out. I'm not looking for like more setups. You guys know I already made too many entries. Well, this is the fourth entry today, so I think this is way too much. Normally make two, but I was looking. I was getting really good buy setups. What can I say? And at least as soon as I was getting in, I was almost immediately in profits. I was almost zero in drawdown, not for not too long, for not too long. So at least I'm glad that I was able to follow the plan. The only plan I did not follow was that I entered too much. But it's just, I mean, it was a nice opportunity. And even though I entered late, the direction was on. You know, I understood that the bias. I understood where the price wanted to go. When we were right here, right there, I understood at that moment, I understood where the price wanted to go. What was the next draw on liquidity is most likely this high, right? Even though on the 15-minute, we were seeing that change in the state of delivery right here, right? But that change in the state of delivery, the objective was targeted already. That was the objective. That was the objective. From here to here, that's it. The cycle has been completed. So I want you guys to understand, this was a buy side of the curve. After that liquidity gets taken right there, we go into the sell side of the curve. And that cycle, once that target gets hit, that relative equal low gets hit, the cycle is done. And it resets and it start over again. So now this is pretty much the sell side. It's the same thing, sell side of the curve. And now we're probably going to go for that buy side of the curve, which is this high. It doesn't happen all the time like this. It doesn't happen all the time, right? Depending on where price is, how price is looking, where you're standing, what do you have an SMT. But you understand it. There's always a cycle that it resets. Once a target, which the target is here, if we would have gone probably in lower time frame, right here, we probably had a sell, right? You see, hang on, let me just, right? Price sweeps the highs. And what do we have here? You see that head and shoulder is so clear, that head and shoulder, right? And ICT, this is a change. Opening price, well, if you want to mark it up anyways, right there. You see, we respect this fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. And we probably form SMT. I dare to say, I haven't checked, but I dare to say that we probably form SMT here. Probably. Let's see if we did have SMT. You see that? I don't even need to see it. I don't even need to see it because I understand so much this that is done. You don't even need to see it. because there's most likely, there's almost like it's like always going to happen. The SMT, it's always going to happen. You see, you had SMT divergence right there happening on a fair value gap, and this order block. That was an order block right there. That's the creation of the first order block. So if you look at it, this is the order block. First order block is this series of 2 candles. And then when the price like breaks right there, this is probably the second order block. That's the propulsion, but that propulsion block was never tapped. We did create this fair value gap, and then from there, you see price tap, give it a little kiss, and then continue displacing. So probably aggressively, you could have entered in this candle, stop loss above, and then targeting where? You know that, like you should know where the target is going to be. If you're entering right here, if you're seeing that head and shoulder, that change in the state of delivery happening here after a double top was taken, you should know where the next draw is. Normally that low right there. So this is a market making model, right? Internal market making model, buy side of the curve down to sell side of the curve. Right? Once that low gets taken, the cycle resets and it should start over again, right? Which is what it did here. We went back up. You see, price went back. It went down, manipulated, and then went back up. So now it's literally the same thing. So there's a sell side liquidity, the buy side. You guys stopped out on the first bullish breaker at the beginning because I didn't have enough space for us to breathe, but I still managed to catch something. You're having issues placing the stop loss. Okay, so Caro. But okay, hold on. You enter, you got stopped out on the first bullish breaker. On the first, you got stopped out on the first bullish breaker. This one, right? This one right here. That's the one? Okay. I get it. Yeah. And I understand why you got stopped out. If you put it below here, you got stopped out, yeah. So I recommend you right now, because I know we're all trying to catch a huge or massive risk to reward trade, right? I recommend place the stop loss normally there. You could still get stopped out anyways. It doesn't matter. You could still. But if you have a plan, if your plan is to place it below here, it's probably too short, too close, and something like this could happen. But it's all right. If you get stopped out, you're still watching the charts, and you notice that after you get stopped out, price reverse and actually respects that, you could have entered probably right there one more time and maybe place the stop loss in that position. So you could have entered somewhere like that, and then you're targeting, right? It's okay to correct as it's happening. It's okay that you realize later, oh shit, yeah, I see what happened. Okay, at least I'm able to re-enter, right? Or you want to patiently wait for the creation of that propulsion block, and you enter the propulsion block like I did here. You know, but normally, like right now, probably try to stick to placing your stop loss. Like if you were to enter in this sell, for example, if you wanted to catch that sell, and here, you could place the stop loss above that swing of the breaker, right? This is the swing of the breaker, because in theory, again, in theory, this whole swing move is the breaker. So you can place the stop loss above that, right? Or always the safest zone is right here. Ah, no, Eduardo, I don't like it because it's too far. Well, place it there, but it's up to you. Then, you know, you're going to have a tighter stop loss. Yeah, you're going to have a better risk to reward, but the stop loss is tight. So at the moment, probably just focus on just getting a, you know, a good entry, following the plan. Later on, once you are, you know, more experienced and all that stuff, you can probably put it shorter. But at the moment, just take it cool, take it easy.